Hello, I'm Della Frazier, and today I'm going to be presenting about music education and technology. So basically, music education has attempted to keep up with society's technological advances, but I still believe that a divide between educators and students has been created. Every day I see students on their phones, on their tablets, on their computers. They're playing games, they're checking social media, and they're ignoring all the work their teachers are giving them. They're not paying attention at all. And teachers are trying to grab their attention, but nothing's really working. And so I wanted to research online tools for music education and observe the changes they make to the classroom. Instead of bringing students to teachers, I want to bring teachers to students in their daily lives, something that they use every day, and bridge that gap. So my essential question, therefore, was, how can music educators utilize technology to develop a modern way to teach? And here's some of my personal experience to correlate with that kind of idea. I currently teach private lessons to 2 middle school students. And my younger student, who's in 6th grade, we use online resources a lot. We use it to learn the basics. We research what symbols mean, what things sound like, how to read music, which fingers to push, anything sort of like the foundation of learning music. We use it for that. And then my other student, he's in 8th grade, and we use technology to practice music literacy and ear training. We learn what intervals sound like. We learn what pieces sound like, how to create better tone. There's a variety of tools to practice various skill levels. There's a variety of tools for everyone, and they do make a difference. The weeks that they use technology, the weeks that they use videos, use a metronome, they come back stronger the next week than they would if they hadn't used anything. So it's a real example of how valuable it is at all. I have some examples of what music technology may look like. So here's a metronome. This is the one I use. It's called Pro Metronome, and it's basically, it helps you keep time. You can set it at different speeds, different rhythms. Here's tonal energy, which is what you use to make sure you're in tune. And then a bunch of other things I have listed are just games. So I was kind of thinking towards something that kids would love to use, which would be a game. As opposed to something boring, just like boring, simple music theory. These things are interactive and they actually involve the user. We have Cordana Play, we have Duolingo Music. Some more, we have Note Rush, Music Flash Class, Flash Note Derby, GarageBand, and even things like GarageBand are for music production. There's a variety of tools just on your smartphone that are available. So I personally went out and took a survey. I interviewed about 46 music students from grades 8 through 12. And here's some of the results that I feel really correlate with the topic. On a scale of 1 to 5, how productive do you find rehearsal? And 22 kids answered 4 out of 5, which is about 48.9%. So most of them think it's pretty productive. And then my other graph here is on a scale of 1 to 5, how productive do you think rehearsal would be without technology? And that curve is significantly lower, with most kids answering a 3. So I had 18 kids answer that, around 39.1%. But it just shows how much a shift, how much it shifts without technology. It would be way less productive. I mean, even now, there are way more kids below than there were before. Way more kids answering 2 and 1 than there were here. There were almost none. Here's another substantial result. I said, please select the 3 most common tools used by your teachers in music class. And the 4 most popular answers are personal practice time, fundamentals such as lip slurs, scales, things like that, recording and listening back, and someone else answered scales. Those highlighted things are using technology. They're using a metronome, they're using a tuner. So kids use them every day. They're available for them. Teachers use them. Personally, I see both of my instructors every day using them. So they do exist and they are very popular, but they're just not connecting with the kids yet. My conclusion, therefore, is that music education and technology is a two-way street. It's up to the educator to find what works for them and for their students, but it's also up to the students to use the tools and give the teachers feedback. If the kids aren't using the apps, aren't using the website, clearly something's not working. So educators just kind of need to look at what's not working and why it's not working and kind of put the puzzle pieces together. From my experience, students enjoy it and find it useful, but that will not be the case in every classroom. Regardless, using technology during personal practice time, one-on-one practice time in a practice room by yourself as a music student is so valuable. And it just, really all this technology is prime for those individual moments when you have to be self-taught for a little bit. I think it's very valuable for practice time because it improves your skills and makes you a better musician due to its versatility and accessibility. As we've seen kind of within my personal example, when these kids who are very young, some of them don't even have phones yet, when they go home and use these tools, they come back better than they did before. So clearly there's something good going on. We just gotta motivate kids to use them. Thank you. Have a good day.